Touch the driver's sauce so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all this loose thing, the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm dropping the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break about me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 4-4-4 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma throw that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
Tonight, it's the National Football League. Super Bowl 55. Raiders set to kick off.
After all the talk, it's time for football, and here we go. Super Bowl 55 is underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Now Mostert. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And a minimal gain here. as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The ball carrier. The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced a 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced a dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Brandon Graham in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan. This is caught inside the 15. 39 yards there. A big one.
Las Vegas.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score Raiders 7, Washington 0.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
On the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 10.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Buying time to his left. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal. They nearly had the touchdown, but he's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jordan Reed taking it in. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Raiders take
game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. After the interception, here's Ryan. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action with Ryan. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Play action, Ryan. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll pull it down. Going touch, and this is caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 48 yards.
First down and goal to go.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Good. Makes the score Raiders 20. Washington.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Intercepted. The Raiders take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Ryan on first down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like it.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Complete. Jefferson to target. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5, first and 15. From the gun, it's Allen. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Got his man, Robbie Anderson. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He'll buy some time right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage. And now it's 4th.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged.
And the Raiders have got him. Draymond Jones. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at the 45. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for the running back, Derrick Henry. And it's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
Throwing again. Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
On third down, Ryan. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
Nope.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Flush down right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Aaron Donald drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash.
A 49-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
48-yard line.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Trent Murphy. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. It's complete to Parker, left side. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Hang on here. They declined that. So the yardage will stand.
There has to be confusion coming from the bench to the field about what their intentions are, because you guarantee they want the penalty. Turned down that big.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jason Pierre-Paul in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
He's going deep for Brown. He rifles one that's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Ryan's pass.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Take over first and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Second and 10. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Evan Ingram, 29 yards. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. They're going to try and run. And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Here's the Raiders punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. It's taken to the 26. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Levante David. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here where you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Number 22, Derek.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Down at the 26. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss loss of 4. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He finds his target, Fuller. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
And the Raiders are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Now it's the backup Darnold. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Chris Harris with a pick. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the 1st on the scramble.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen, escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been in the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And Darnold wants to throw the football. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. He was looking to get it to Parker again, and now it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Allen, flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And they take a knee. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. And how about this? Viva Las Vegas. The Las Vegas Raiders on top of the football world as they will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole time.
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Macarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you'll need a breather.
Select the team you want to join.
Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cab. So many couches I cried. Shout out South Street Tree and shout classic. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up.
Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the left.
This is check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them all on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that chicken finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot, but Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check, t-shirt check, sneakers check, socks check, hoodie check, shorts check, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them all on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'm saying. Got a new Prestos and the J's in the way. Got a new Chris Boss, but it don't take time. I pull up on the hop if it's up too hot. And you wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. This my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them all on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel. Hey, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
The Bears are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock.
Look at me. I bet you can't do it like me. Can't see me when I get on the ground. Game on, it's about to go down. A juke and shake it all up. My moves make 'em run them up. I'm lit so you know what's up. I got the party going up. A champ with the ground is here.
The Chargers are now on the clock.
Hey, so shake it like you don't care. Shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle 'cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like
work the middle, 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 work the middle.
The Cowboys are now on the clock.
Pan a camera to the middle of the dance floor. I think there's something going down. Shorty packing goods like a transport, and I ain't never seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit, round like a b-ball. 23 Jordan, dunking on default. Automatic forces attract me to feed.
The Cowboys are now on the clock.
How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Ay, count a 4 and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. 'Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch.
go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like
work the middle, 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 work the.
The Chargers are now on the clock.
Hit one and be so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay, look.
The Jaguars are now on the clock.
Sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need
The
to
Bears
wait.
are now on the clock.
Like the golden boy, but they from the Bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage with the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby.
The Bears are now on the
Sometimes
clock.
I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week.
The Jaguars are now on the clock.
Learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh, men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be great at all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone.
The Chargers are now on the clock.
Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes.
The Cowboys are now on the clock.
What you gonna do? Stop playing with the game. No. You gonna do it. Don't play with it. Exactly. Cause you're not built like that.
The Cowboys are now on the clock.
Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the
Chargers are now on the clock.
Cause I'm open to it. I know that you miss them, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get yourself this.
The Jaguars are now on the clock.
So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating.
The Bears are now on the clock.
I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
The Bears are now on the clock.
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yo, look at me, out the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yet the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pups.
The Jaguars are now on the clock.
No love. Where do I go? When am I alone? Not on the phone. When am I on my own? They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face.
look when they peep us.
The Chargers are now on the clock.
Outside, there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk, see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising. Thinking, what type of knowledge gon' sink in? Life gives you limits, and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage way before they pouring on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze on each and every way. Put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Tasting on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Tasting on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name. I get through the
Cowboys are now on the clock.
face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Tasting on my face like it's lemonade.
The Cowboys are now on the clock.
Yo, who told us we ain't gonna win, man? Really? He's a bozo. Bozo. Really? Yeah, we did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah, I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it.
The
if
Chargers
it ain't love.
are now on the
If it
clock.
ain't get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't kill what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was pop, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents.
The Jaguars are now on the clock.
I've been holding it down and I got it again and again. Who was the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he falling again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with it, so what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
The Bears are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock.
That's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them ride it.
The Cardinals are now on the clock.
I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without. Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Come pop it for me, cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
The Chargers are now on the clock.
4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha macha with a rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, little bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get
The Jaguars are now on the clock.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me broke? Ooh, then
The Bears are now on the clock.
Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts.
The Bears are now on the clock.
Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating around here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't
The
lose
Jaguars
with this.
are now on the clock.
Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, can I hit that?
The Chargers are now on the clock.
Can I hit that? Can I hit that? Can I hit that? been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this.
The Cardinals are now on the clock.
I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah. When I hit that, when I hit that.
The Cowboys are now on the clock.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing.
The Cowboys are now on the clock.
Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I act.
The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how to